pretty sweet because I needed the extra time and I needed the room to be quiet. And it was awesome until my peers started to realize I was getting removed from the classroom and getting extra time on tests. And that started to become a very, very, very big detrimental part to my life. So much so that I needed the extra help. I needed the extra time, but I so despised having to be different that I eventually started to refuse that extra help and that extra time. Didn't choose that title, but it was something that I had to live with and push forward in. And today, I am not ashamed of that. It has pushed me to work hard and to understand myself and to accomplish the things that I desired. I had to work in specific ways, but it's made me stronger. It's better equipped me for my calling, and I am thankful for those years that I had to overcome. My point is that we all have labels. Some of them we're proud of and we've earned, and others are shameful. Some we haven't earned and cannot control. And this is the life that we live in, the world that we live in. But so often we let these labels define us, and we live as if they are the truth written in stone, that our past will be the only thing that directs our future. And this is heartbreaking, because if your past is the only thing that defines you in your future, we are hopeless, because every single one of us have some bad things in our past, some mistakes that we wish we wouldn't have made. And if it was those things that set us up for the future and defined us moving forward, we would never, ever overcome them. We would be hopeless to overcome our struggles, hopeless to find a path forward, hopeless to do anything that would be good. We would be slaves to our poor choices and slaves to our past. None of us would be spared. End of story. But thankfully, that isn't the end of the story. And this man we're going to talk about today paints a vivid picture that our past do not have to necessarily define our future. Because if there was anyone who would be doomed in this circumstance, it would be this man. So I'm going to give you some of his labels. We're not going to ease into it. We're going big or go home here. This first label that I want to present to you about this man is the label murderer. Murderer. Not one that you want slapped in front of your name, is it, right? Like, probably wouldn't be here this morning if you had that slapped in front of your name. That's a hard one to overcome. But this was one of the labels given to this man. Acts 7:57. This man was at the stoning of Stephen, who was a Christian, and this man approved of it. And that was really the beginning of his murderous spree moving forward, and we'll talk more about that here in a minute. In Acts 8:3, we see he has a passion to destroy the early church. He began to destroy the early church, going from house to house, and he dragged off both men and women and put them, they're huge. So a blasphemer. This man spoke demeaning lies about Jesus, the Son of God. His words